I need it more than SpongeBob needs freaking water, dude. Serotonin be hitting today, boys. Evan from Throtl.
We're here.
It's been a while. I stopped by and you were like, hey dude, you want to drive the Ford GT? And to me, this is the one that's gotten away.
So you've driven a Ford GT replica or
yeah,
like
the
a
Superformance.
Superformance?
This Superformance.
2005 Ford GT. We just finished it. It's Cali legal.
Which is crazy to me.
It rips, dude. It's so much fun.
What do you think is the experience of building this car, or what was the biggest hassle, I guess you could say?
The hardest thing for sure was finding the parts. You will with brakes on it, so like we had nothing. Mickey got in touch with a company called Doran Racing.
Okay.
Because finding the body panels was also a huge hassle. Our clamshell was destroyed.
Oh my God.
Front fenders, front hood is carbon. The only thing that is factory GT is like, call it the aluminum structure here.
Sure.
Like the cockpit,
You mean
which
the thing
is
that you hit your head on?
Yes, every time. Whole rear, this is all carbon. Carbon, rear bumpers carbon, everything. Literally the entire car minus the original cockpit. And this is from a real race car. So they stopped making this many, many years ago.
Yeah.
Mickey convinced them to make one more, and they literally fired up the molds and made this kit for us.
Hey.
So this is the only one, to our knowledge, that's a street car with the Doran GT2 body kit on it. And yeah, Fortune Auto coilovers, CSF cooling. But other than that, it's like a stock GT, really. It's a stock but modified GT, and it's so
But
much
it's all
fun.
carbon.
It's all carbon, but like geometry-wise, it's stock, which is so cool. It's so much fun. And then the inside, we did replace the Sparco seats with like a modern version of the Sparco SPX, which is all carbon as well. And yeah, watch your head. But besides that, dude, enjoy, have fun.
All right, I have filmed cars for 15 years, and I finally am doing it. The 05-06 Ford GT, and the key fob is the same as the Crown Victoria. Mid-2000s Ford, that's okay. Everyone tells me this is the car out of everything many people have driven. We're gonna find out if they were right. Oh, engine start. I turned the ignition. Oh yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ford GT. This has been a long time coming, like I said, and Throtl was kind enough to let me drive their SEMA-built Ford GT. So huge shout out to the guys over at Throtl. Make sure to check them out, link in the description below. The 05 Ford GT has a very interesting legacy because when it first came out, it was around the same time as things like Ferrari 360, Ferrari 430. So nobody was buying the Ford. So instead, people would buy the Ferrari, then that one crazy dude who bought the Ford GT would let their Ferrari buddy drive it, and then they would say, oh God, I've made a grave mistake. When this car was brand new, it was $140,000. Now, some of them are selling for, I don't even know off the top of my head. So first things first, the interior. It is a mid-2000s Ford interior with the highest quality they had then. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me. It has so many callbacks to the 60s GT40, which I have driven.
I'm thankful I'm alive after riding with him in this car.
And I've also driven the 2020 Ford GT as well. So the middle child, that's everyone's favorite, never got to do it. So I'm so excited, as you can see. But there's the switches on the dash. The speedo is actually to the right of you, which Throtl did their own custom speedo, which is cool. It has a cohesive theme that's very timeless. Speaking of performance, you had over 500 horsepower. With just bolt-ons back in the day, this car was faster than a Lamborghini Murcielago. Ask me how I know. Thanks, Rob Ferretti. It's a 5.4 liter supercharged V8, which is extraordinarily old school feeling, but you have so much torque all the time. For the time, this car was just overlooked because of its competitors, and that's what's really sad. However, these things have turned into collector items now, and the WD-40 livery goes freaking hard, dude. The seating position is perfect. The shifter position is perfect. People complain about the reverse engagement. I had zero problem today. Absolutely zero. I think the only thing that I have a problem with the car is the door. Like everybody, they hit their head. Woo! That was way faster than I expected. I'm like, oh yeah, bone stock car, I'll have time to brake. I needed the time to brake. People lose their mind every time they see it at a stoplight. Oh my God, this is such a dream. It is absolutely an exotic car. Like, it feels exotic. It smells exotic even. But I don't feel like I'm giving off the same vibe to the general public. I know that's a really weird thing. I'm getting attention and the joy is there. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a psychological thing, but since it's a Ford, it's just like, that's cool. Instead of like, look at that D-bag and that bright Lambo. Like, if I'm driving the SVJ, I'm making people's day, but I also feel kind of bad. Not this time. Not in this thing. This feels like just, it feels so good. Also, Fortunato coilovers out of Virginia. I grew up about 20 minutes from them. So I'm a little biased, but they're my favorite coilovers in the business that I have used. It feels smooth as can be. It's planted, it's easy to drive. The clutch engagement is very much like, say, a Terminator Cobra, or maybe an 07 GT500. That's kind of the vibe I get out of it. The visibility is great. I can see. I would say in small parking areas it's a little weird, but everywhere else, it's not bad. Oh. Okay, it is indeed not suck. I'm having the time of my life right now. All right, you guys ready? I know I am. Woo! Dude! I feel like the most badass car dude from 2005 you can imagine right now. I always try to put myself in the shoes of somebody from 2005, right? I just had the opportunity to drive the Bugatti Veyron with Ed Bullion, and now I'm finally knocking out another dream car, right? It's so good, guys. Like, I need it. I need it more than SpongeBob needs freaking water, dude. Oh, it's not fair. Not fair at all. The serotonin be hitting today, boys. You do have to be extremely careful, though. The car is very, very wide, and you have to angle it like a stance boy, you know, over anything with speed bumps or steep driveways or anything like that. My God, I see a speed limit, and my brain is just like, really? I don't agree. So I just set off 3 car alarms. Sadly, my camera got too hot. It didn't catch it, but it happened. You know you have a cool car if even the bicyclists are looking at you giving thumbs up. Let me tell you a story about this Ford GT. When I was on vacation with my parents, we were driving to the glamorous Myrtle Beach. And when we were driving there, just got a wave, and when we were driving there, I fell asleep. Now, I had just gotten a calendar from the Scholastic Book Fair, and the cover of that calendar was a white Ford GT with blue stripes, and I loved the car, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing, that Ford would build something like this all these years later after the GT40. And by the way, fun fact, the reason they don't call this one a GT40 is because it's not 40 inches tall. It's a little bit taller. So I fell asleep on this road trip, and when I woke up, my dad said, "Oh, you won't believe what just happened, David." I go, "What's that?" One of those Ford supercars drove by us, but I didn't want to wake you up. And I was livid. And my dad was like, "Did it really mean that much to you?" I go, "Of course it did. It was a Ford GT. And then I never saw one again until a car show maybe 10 years later in Virginia, of course. But this thing, oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. Surprisingly pretty comfortable so far. At a stoplight, I'm not rattling. I don't have a big cam in it. I'm shaking the earth. It visually is striking. But yeah, everyone's looking at it, losing their mind. You see a little bit of the Ford parts bin in here, but not as much as I expected, right? This is my first time with a really up close and personal experience with the car. The air vents definitely look like out of like a 05 Mustang, right? But there's, you know, it is what it is at the time. Yeah, this car has always meant a lot to me, and it really bummed me out when they got really expensive, because my dream car went from dream car to unobtainium. Right, and that was a huge punch to the gut. Oh God, don't go near me, please. Don't go near me, carbon fiber body. One common thing that a lot of people said was that, oh yes, the Ford GT uses the same 5.4 V8 as the Ford Lightning pickup truck. And that is true to a degree, but there's so many things that are different about it compared to the Ford Lightning that I still don't really even qualify it. You know what I mean? It's still like, I don't know. But it's a fun fact you can tell a car's in coffee, right? The way you sit and your visibility and you see over the dual scoops on the hood, it's just so cool. It's just a cool place to be. All right, what turning radius? Oh my God, that is crazy. That's like Evo 8 turning, almost Evo turning radius. All right, I have to turn around now. I really don't want to give it back, but I have to turn around now. I gotta be safe. And every time you say, let's just do one more thing, that's when things happen. I got so invested in driving the car that I got really lost, so had to pull the GPS back out. It is really nice though, driving a car like this in California and knowing it's completely legal. Oh, by the way, I experienced my first California pullover the other day where they made us pop the hood and do all that crap. Ay. Like the gearing in this is really tall, but that's to get it to 200 mile an hour. However, it's not like the 1314 Shelby GT500 where it felt like it was completely unusable. They geared that thing so tall just to get it to 200, but it just so unusable. You know, this feels like I could row through the gears and still have an amazing time. And maybe the gearing's the same and maybe I'm just in a different car, but I don't care because it's Ford GT. Throtl Ford GT SEMA build. What did you guys think of it? You guys know what I thought of it. I don't really have to say much more. I'm just glad that this was not a don't meet your heroes scenario. It was, yeah, we got another thumbs up. It was everything I wanted and more. Thank you so much for stopping by. Huge thanks to Throtl once again. And I will see you guys next time. And take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Okay, in a long time, I've never been more relieved to make it back safe.